Green Tree Productions is proud to present Duncanville Weekly News. It's the good news just for the City of Champions, Duncanville, Texas. And now, here's your host, John Thompson.
Hello, world, America, Texas, and Duncanville, and welcome to this edition of Duncanville Weekly News for the middle couple of weeks of January 2020. Glad you're logged on and watching. Well, finally, we have a show that is all hoops. And the Panthers and the Pantherettes are into their season, so...
Hello, my name is Doris Smith, and I'm a longtime Duncanville resident. Graduated from Duncanville High School, and greatly enjoyed a tremendous football season. Football season's over, and now I'm ready for some hoops.
Hoops? Did you say hoops? We gotcha hoops. Right here in the Hoops Corner on Duncanville Weekly News with all the highlights from the latest Duncanville Panther and Pantherette basketball games and a peek at upcoming games. The Hoops Corner is brought to you by James Memorial Chapel, Duncanville's only home-owned funeral home.
Corbett Mitchell Media and Consulting and President Tiffany R. White.
Sherry and Tom Kennedy, Proforma A-Z Specialties.
And by Leon Miller Commercial Real Estate Properties on Main Street. And now, in the Hoops Corner, here's John with all the Hoops highlights.
Hello, Duncanville basketball fans, and welcome to the Hoops Corner for the 28th year. Well, the Panthers and the Pantherettes are into their season, and let's see the highlights from the last couple of weeks and start with the Panthers. The Thursday after Christmas, the Panthers went to defend their Whataburger Tournament Championship from last year. This year, it's played at Mansfield Legacy High School, and they met the Fort Worth O.D. White Chaparrals in the first game. And Juan grabs a Robert Rainbow miss and scores in traffic in the early going. Damon takes the lane for two. Coach Peavy asked a question of the official, and looks like he got an acceptable answer. Juan Rainbow. Micah drives from the far side and flips it to freshman Cameron Barnes for the first dunk of this game. Then those two do it again from this side, the baseline. And when Cameron gets trapped down low, he kicks it out to freshman C.J. Ford, and he delivers a rainbow to post the Panthers to only a 2-point deficit after one. In the fourth quarter, Robert hits a rainbow. Juan makes a pass to Damon, and he's blocked off, and the ball goes off the rim to Robert, who gets a 2 and 1 and a little coaching before the free throw. On a break, Damon passes to Ronald for another dunk, and it's over. Final, Panthers 80 and Fort Worth O.D. White 61. Bryant led the Panthers with 17 points. Juan had 16, Micah 13, and Ronald had 10. On Friday morning, the Panthers played Arlington Martin, the Warriors, in the quarterfinals of the Whataburger Tournament in Mansfield Legacy. And this was a mismatch. Robert gets this route going with a rebound and hoop, and then Damon takes the baseline for a reverse layup, and he was fouled. Micah hits a three-point shot. Then he moves back over a foot and hits a rainbow. Bryant makes the good pass for Micah, and his dunk makes it 15-5 after one. Juan opens the fourth with a hoop from behind that arc on the floor. And then on a break, Bryant puts it off the glass to Micah for a mini dunk, and the lead is 30. So Chauncey Gibson hits a three-point shot. Sophomore Davian Sykes hits a 15-foot shot. Did he call it? And some folks are really proud. Chauncey hits an NBA-length three-point shot, and it's over. Final, Panther 67 and Arlington Martin 31. Juan had 17, Micah 16. Damian scored 10 as the Panthers move on to the tournament semifinals. Friday night at the Whataburger semifinals, the Panthers met old rival, the DeSoto Eagles. Trying to forget what happened the last time we played them. Slow start offensively as the three-point hoop by Micah cut an 8-0 deficit midway through the first. Later, Juan passes to Ronald, and he hits a shot from behind that arc on the floor to tie it at 10. And Bryant hits a jump shot from 14 feet to tie it at 12 after 1. Robert, 3. As the lead goes back and forth, but after 3, the Eagles lead by 3. Down by 4, Juan cuts it to 1 with this three-point hoop. And then tied at 46 with a minute and a half left. The Panthers chose to hold the ball for the last shot, and the Eagles just let them. And Micah hits it at the buzzer. They put 1.1 seconds back on the clock, but final, Panthers 48 and DeSoto 46 as they will now move on to the championship game Saturday night. Micah had 18. Bryant scored 15 to lead the Panthers. In the championship game, the Panthers met another former district member, the South Grand Prairie Warriors, and Robert gets it started with a shot from behind that arc on the floor. And Juan gets a snowbird. And Micah gets a dunk. Bryant scores on a layup, getting no call on this blasting. Then, just to beat the buzzer, Chauncey hits a three-point shot to post the Panthers to a 16-9 lead after 1. And then Cameron rebounds and scores. And after 3, it's now 53-39 Panthers. Micah dunks early in the fourth, and nothing new happened. Final, Panthers 70, South Grand Prairie 51 in the Whataburger championship game, making it 2 years in a row for the Panthers. All tournament players were Juan, Bryant, Robert, and the tournament MVP is Micah. Congratulations, Coach Peavy and the Panthers.
Leon Miller and his commercial real estate on Main Street. Leon likes to promote Duncanville High School athletes and has done so for years on Duncanville Weekly News. If you have a convenient office or retail rental, call Leon at 214-728-2804 When the Jayhawks are winning, you'll get a real good deal.
My name is Sherry Kennedy, and I am the owner of Performa A to Z Specialties, which is a full-service marketing ad agency without the agency fees. We provide print services, promotional products, and apparel to promote your business, school, or event, whether it be large or small. Performa A to Z Specialties has a full-service team that includes a graphic artist to help create your logos or images. We are located in the best Southwest area, and we've been servicing clients in Texas and across the United States for over 30 years. You can reach us at azspecialties.com, or our phone number is 972-709-0015.
Friday night, the Panthers open their FUIL District 8-6A play at Richardson-Berkner, and Robert gets things going with a basket from behind that arc on the floor. Then Damon, who had a big night, scores on a drive. Micah, who had an unusual game, passes to freshman Cameron for the easy turnaround basket. And then Robert, another three-point hoop. When Cameron is trapped in the lane, he dishes out to Damon, and he nails a three-point shot. With time ticking down in the first quarter, Damon rebounds, leads one, and he takes it to the house between four Ram defenders to close out the first quarter, with the Panthers leading 28-5. In this game, and only in this game, this is a rare score. Micah dunk from Juan's pass, and then later Juan hits an NBA-length three-point shot from the top. Cameron takes the baseline for a dunk. And Chauncey hits a three-point shot. Juan's three-point attempt is rebounded in a crowd and put back by freshman Eric Demings. And at the half, it's 41-30, Panthers. In the third, Damon hits a head-on shot in the lane, and then Robert, rainbow. When Chauncey misses from the corner, Cameron hits a high percentage shot with the rebound. The Rams hold for the last shot of the quarter, but after three, it's 61-44, Panthers. Chauncey opens the fourth with a three-point hoop. And Damon drives the baseline and scores. On an inbounds play, Chauncey to Cameron for an easy basket. And then Chauncey is ahead of the pack for a curling dunk. It's over. Final, Panthers 80 and the Berkner Rams 57. Damon led the scores with 26 points. Juan and Robert had 14 and Cameron 12 as the Panthers open district play, winning game number one. The Pantherettes had 6 games the last couple of weeks, and here are their highlights. The 69th annual Sandra Meadows Tournament started the day after Christmas Day this year, and it's the tradition that the Pantherettes played the opening game Thursday morning this year versus the Saginaw Lady Rough Riders, and Deja gets things started with a driving layup. It happens 2 or 3 times this season. This one by Naya. Zaria is loose for a snowbird. Tristan's toe is on the arc when she hits this longest of 2-pointers. And then Deja is behind that arc for 3. And the Pantherettes lead by 9 after 1. In the fourth, after 20 passes, Adriana hits a turnaround in the lane. And then after another series of passes, Zaria delivers to Hope for the layup. Adriana hits an unusual fourth quarter shot. High arching set shot. And holding the ball for the last part of this one, it's over. Final, Pantherettes 97 and Saginaw 40. The Pantherettes move on to the second round tonight. Then Thursday night in the second round, the Pantherettes met the Saxe Lady Mustangs, who had defeated Highland Park in their opening game in kind of a slow starting game offensively, but Deja pops a baseline shot to get things started. And then Tristan is ahead of the pack for a snowbird. Naya makes a nice driving basket. And then Zara is covered in the lane, so she dishes to Hope, who scores. And after one, it's 13-5 Pantherettes. Zara makes a nice drive from the corner. And a shot put hoop. After about 15 passes, Caitlin Moore hits a three-point shot. And then with time expiring, the Lady Mustangs score. But the Pantherettes win this one 72-36 to move on to the tournament quarterfinals. Friday evening of the Sandra Meadows quarterfinals, the Pantherettes played a school out of Houston called Village. And early on, Deja passes off the backboard to Lila for two. Her mom said that was a pass. And since I'm going to say what he's going to say, let's just let the announcer call this one.
Basketball, number 11, Tristan Taylor. Basketball, number 23, Layla McLeod. Basketball, number 25, Deja Kelly. Number 20, Elias Romero. Three-pointer, number 12, Zaria Rufus. Basketball, 33, Nia Wilson. Three-pointer, 23, Layla McLeod. Three-pointer, number 30, Adriana Mitchell. Basketball, number 15, Ayana McCown.
Final, Pantherettes 89 and the Village School Lady Vikings of Houston 53, as the Pantherettes move on now to the semifinals. In the semifinals Saturday morning, the Pantherettes played the Troy High School Lady Warriors out of Fullerton, Colorado, one of 11 out-of-state teams here for the tournament. And again, here's your announcer.
Basketball, number 11, Tristan Taylor.
Get over here, get over here.
Basketball, number 25, Deja Kelly. Basketball, number 20, Anaya Bernard.
So after one in a low-scoring first quarter, the Pantherettes trail by two. This ain't their first rodeo.
Basketball, number 00, Hope LaBelle.
Where is she?
number 11, Tristan Taylor.
So holding the ball for most of the last quarter, it's over. Pantherettes 58, Troy 44. Deja had 14 to lead the scores. Next up, the championship game. Probably the smallest crowd in years for the championship game between the Pantherettes and old rival DeSoto, with some verbal exchanges between these teams prior to the game. As is the great tradition, former fire chief and Lion Terry Webb sang the national anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so bright in the home of the brave?
Great job again, Terry. So here we go. DeSoto had beaten the Pantherettes by 20 right here in November and are ranked the number 1 girls basketball team in Texas, as Hope gets it started with a driving fast break hoop, and then Anaya gets the shooter's bounce for 2. Zara drives the lane for 2. But after 1, the Pantherettes trail by 2. Up by 2 with 3 minutes left in the third, Zaria drives the lane for 2. Then up by 7, Deja makes a great pass to Hope for a layup. And after 3, the Pantherettes enjoy a 42-31 lead. In the fourth, a lot of passing, but Zara scores on a baseline drive and turning jump shot. And Kiera scores a 2 and 1. Check out this great pass by Deja to Hope for 2 and 1. Naya scores on a fast break. And then DeSoto scores as the game clock ticks to zeros. Final, Pantherettes 66. And the number 1 team in Texas, the DeSoto Lady Eagles, 47. Now, it's award presentation time.
2019 Super Fan Award goes to Tom and Sherry Kennedy.
Coach Howard.
Jane's Memorial Chapel is the only family-owned funeral home in Duncanville and is proud to offer caring and dedicated services from familiar friends. Rick Janes and his family, the owners of Jane's Memorial Chapel and Funeral Home, have served Duncanville area families in their time of loss since 1998. A beautiful and spacious chapel is offered, and Jane's serves all cemeteries. When it comes to finding people you can trust in a time of need, you can turn to Jane's Memorial Chapel. No one else knows families better. 811 South Cockrell Hill in Duncanville.
Corbett Mitchell Media and Consulting is located in Duncanville, the city of champions, and is ready to help you with your business needs. From branding, creative design, help with your event management or production, we can help get your business, project, or event on the right track. Stop in and see us or visit us online at www.corbettmitchell.com. We help you change the game.
Friday night, to yet another very small crowd, the Pantherettes hosted those Berkner Lady Rams, who are 1-1 in district play, and Deja gets the first 2 buckets, both layups. And then Hope rebounds and kicks to Tristan, who hits a short jump shot. The Pantherettes go a couple of possessions without scoring, and Coach Howard is concerned. Anaya, Snowbird. Kiera takes the baseline for 2, and then makes the good pass to Zaria for 2 more. When Deja hits this 3-point shot, then scores in the lane, the first quarter is done. You see it right. It 39-0. In the second, Nyan, Snowbird. Then a 3-point hoop. Hope, Snowbird to make it 50-0. Midway through the second quarter, Deja makes the good pass to Anaya for a bank shot. And Kiera hits a rainbow. And at the half, it's 70-2. Coach Howard changed things up for the second half, as there were at least 60 passes made before Deja hits this 3-point shot. And Cliff is saying, just shoot the damn ball. Kiera, Snowbird. And at the buzzer, scoring only 9 points in the third quarter. It's 79-5, Pantherettes. Layla scores early in the fourth quarter, then hits a shot from behind that arc on the floor. Caitlin is in and scores. Adriana's Snowbird makes it 98-6 with still half of the last quarter remaining. But on the next possession, after the 27th pass, Naya is called for traveling. It's over. Final 98-6, Pantherettes. After 3 games, the Pantherettes and Skyline are the only undefeated teams in district play at 3-0. J.J. Pierce and Richardson are 2-1. Berkner and Lake Highlands are 1-2. And W.T. White and Molina, well, they just haven't played each other yet. So upcoming FUIL District 8 6A games, where the boys teams and the girls teams play at the same time at different schools. On Friday the 10th, Lake Highlands is the opponent, with the Pantherettes there and the Panthers playing here. On Tuesday the 14th, the Pantherettes host J.J. Pierce while the Panthers travel. On the 17th, W.T. White is here for the Pantherettes and the Panthers travel. Then on Tuesday the 21st, it's Richardson High School, with the Pantherettes trying to match their home court 42-point win here, playing there, while the Panthers host those Eagles. All games are at 7:30. We'll be back on or before January the 21st with highlights of the 4 Panther and Pantherette district games between now and then. As we close, let's see more scenes from the basketball games, the tournaments of last weekend. And next week, we'll have interviews of The coaches, David Peavy and LaGina Howard. January 21st.